Welcome to my first ever flipped lesson. This is quite exciting for me. I hope it's equally thrilling for you. The idea, as I was saying in class, of the flipped lesson is that instead of me presenting in class with some people understanding it straight away and being bored whilst I keep going over it for other people, or other people thinking maybe that it's all going too quickly and they haven't really had a chance to understand or go through what I'm talking about. This way, you can play this video through whatever speed you like, stop it whenever you like, take notes whenever you like, and generally make my presentation go at your speed instead of at a general speed for everyone in the class. It also means that when we get together in class time, there's more time for me to go around and help people individually. So what I would have set for homework, you'll be doing in class, and you'll be able to put up your hand and get some help from me if there are bits about it you don't understand or if you feel stuck. Okay, so hopefully this is a good idea, and I will want some feedback afterwards on how you found it so we know whether or not to try this again. Today, we're going to be talking about si and quand, in particular with regard to the future tense. Now, it's not quite the same as English, okay? So you need, and also the two are not the same. Si is different to quand. So you're going to need to listen up, concentrate, take good notes, so that when it comes to class time, you do have the basic grammar points in your head already, okay? So let's start with si. And so that's the if, yeah? We say if in English. I know you've probably come across si already with perhaps the conditional. We're just going to park that. Today we're just going to focus on if with the present tense, making a result in the future tense. Okay, so it's like maths, if you like. If, present, result, future. So, for example, if you listen to me, you will understand. So if you listen, that's in the present tense. You will understand, that's in the future tense. And it's exactly the same in French. Si tu m'écoutes, tu comprendras. Si tu viens en classe, tu travailleras. Okay? So that's present now and future result. If you do something now, in the future you will do something else. It's not just with tu, of course. Let's think of some other examples. S'ils viennent ce soir, ils mangeront chez nous. I'll just say that a bit slower. S'ils viennent ce soir, ils mangeront chez nous. So that's if they come this evening, they will eat with us. If, present, and the resulting thing is in the future. Okay, hopefully that is pretty easy because it's exactly the same tense as in English. Yeah? Well, both tenses are exactly the same as English. No problem. Now we're going to go on to quand. And this is different. So, for example, in English, we might say something like, when I'm 30, I will buy a house. So let's pick that apart. When I am 30, that sounds like the present tense in English. I will buy a house. And that sounds like the future. French is really much more logical because you're not yet 30. That is also in the future. So in French, we don't say quand j'ai 30 ans. You say quand j'aurai 30 ans, when I will be 30. Quand j'aurai 30 ans, j'achèterai une maison. So both bits of the sentence are in the future tense. It's not the same as English, but it is very logical. So let's look at some other examples. Quand je serai à Paris, je visiterai Notre-Dame. quand je serai à Paris, when I will be in Paris, je visiterai Notre-Dame. I will visit Notre-Dame. We could also have a future perfect. So, when I have finished listening, if we put that into the future, it would be when I will have finished listening in English, which is what the French would say. Yeah? So, quand j'aurai fini d'écouter, je connaîtrai les règles. I will understand the rules. So the key thing to remember about quand is if it's in the future, if it hasn't happened yet, in French you must use the future tense. So where we would have something which is a bit more like an if clause, when I am 30, in French, because you're not yet 30, you have to use the future tense. You have to say, in effect, when I will be 30. Okay, well, that's about it for this time. So, listen again if you need to. Listen to little bits of it. Make sure you've got good notes. Make sure you understand what's going on. Because when we get to the lesson, I will assume that you've really taken the time to listen to this. I'm just looking at it. This is only a 6.5 minute video, and you've got a good half hour of homework time. So you can play it several times, yeah, to go through this until you really understand it and take some good notes. Thank you for listening. See you in class.